really aggressively. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video, this is my 5th episode of answering your YouTube comments. So, without further ado, let's get started. Next, Eggy 1962 says, can see that they enjoyed making this song, referring to ABBA's Gimme Gimme Gimme. Yeah, you know, it looks like they really had fun performing that one. You can really tell when someone's enjoying themselves, and just, you know, recording music. I mean, that's gotta be like the coolest job ever. If I could record music for a living, oh my gosh, I would be the happiest person ever. I'll tell you that much. Next, Carol Espinoza, hi. Hi, Carol. Thanks for all your comments. Jay, this is why people, including myself, love him so much. His voice is magical, referring to Elvis's If I Can Dream. Yeah, he's got a very unique sound, definitely a magical voice. You know, just the way he performs is very interesting. One thing I noticed is, you know, for the most part, there's a lot of artists I say like, oh yeah, this guy's kind of like this guy's kind of like this. You kind of lump them in groups. Elvis, up until this point in my very limited knowledge of oldies, I can't really think of another artist that kind of reminds me of Elvis type thing, is what I would say. Next, William Granero commenting on ABBA's Eagle reaction. I guess I'm an ABBA fan to the extreme because I fell in love with this song from the first time I heard it, like 38 years ago. Woo, 38 years ago. To me, it's haunting. It's just a beautiful song in every way possible. Yeah, you know, the whole haunting thing, I don't really quite understand what people mean by haunting. I don't really feel this song is haunting. I wasn't really a huge fan of this one. I don't know. I don't really understand the whole haunting thing. Just saying. Next, Dan Bankert. Hey Dan, commenting on Love Me For What I Am by the Carpenters. Great reaction, keep up the great work. We can't hear enough of that voice. Yeah, Karen Carpenter's voice, absolutely magical. Absolutely magical. Next, Bruce Dillinger commenting on Tom Jones' I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Yes, spot on comments about his use of vibrato. The best singers know how to use it properly, as in embellishment. Yeah, vibrato. It's such a... So for me, as a brass player, vibrato, I've never liked it. Yeah, I've never liked it. The only time I do like it in brass and in like a vocal is when they kind of hold it out that note very long, and near the end they start to do a very wide vibrato, and then kind of gets much skinnier, and then kind of like just release it. That's the only time I really like it. Tom Jones does it the way I like it. Karen Carpenter does it the way I like it. I don't think the Bee Gees really do vibratos. No, I don't think so. Next, M16 Fermi commenting on Fantasy, Earth, Wind and Fire's Fantasy. I just love how the trumpet emphasizes the lines and also encapsulates and broadens the falsetto. I'm not a music major or anything, didn't go to college, so I'm just saying the first thing that comes to mind. Hey, you know what? This is just popular music, so I mean, you don't have to be like a music major or anything to have an important opinion, in my opinion. Yeah, trumpets, man, I'm sure it was a dream to be with Earth, Wind, and Fire and be one of their trumpet players. That's gotta be an awesome gig. Yeah, trumpet sounds really good with them. They use it like really aggressively, you know, and it just kind of like, it's kind of like just tapping you. You know, it's always like in there, in your mind, like in your ear. You just don't know when the trumpet stabs are gonna come. And I really like that. It just keeps you on your toes. And I'm sure those trumpet players absolutely love playing all the music they do. Next, Flatwoods dad. Hey Flatwoods. You can't separate this album. Oh, speaking of Blake, from Pink Floyd. You can't separate this album from the story of Sid, a very sad and cautionary tale. By the next album, a saucer full of secrets, he was gone, except for the last very, very sad song, Jug Band Blues, where he tries to put into a song Dark Globe off his Madcap Laughs, is another great but sad attempt at it, but he's the DNA of every album they did after this one. So I've kind of only did a few Pink Floyd songs, and I'm near the end of getting Piper of the Gates of Dawn finished. I think I have like 2 more songs on it, but I'm still pretty lost when it comes to Pink Floyd stuff, and I'm actually very intrigued by it, and I really want to understand what makes it so great, why people like it so much without using drugs. So yeah, next. Diana Darrow, speaking of Barbra Streisand's What Kind of Fool. This album was always supposed to be 99.999% Barbra, so you almost have to strain to feel the Bee Gees' input past Barry's picture on the front, but all 3 brothers were on the background track. Well, I mean, you know, I feel like I mean, the background really sounds like Bee Gees in my opinion. Like, there's no doubt that sounds like Bee Gees in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be all Barbara, but I definitely feel, I definitely feel Bee Gees' influence in this one, like, for sure. Next. Watch Flex commenting on ABBA's Dance While the Music Goes On. Love how ABBA's music is getting rediscovered all the time. Yeah, you know, similar to the Bee Gees, ABBA seems to have done a wide variety of genres, you know? And I think that's incredible that you can do many different genres and still do good in those genres. I think if I was to become a popular musician, I would pick one genre and I would stick to that genre and I would own that genre. I would do my J thing and that's it. I think it would be too risky to go outside of your genre, even if you felt like musically you need to do something else. I wouldn't do it. And that's why I think it's pretty cool that they do go outside their genre, and that shows some skill and some talent. Next. Oh, Diana Guerrero, were you describing your dad's stereo perhaps? Yeah, so I think in this video I was describing my dad's stereo. You know, I don't know, I've never set up one of those Ode stereos. Like, he legitimately had, it was like this huge shelf on wheels kind of thing, you know? And then there's like multiple slots, right? So he's got that big silver one with the big knobs, and then like all the buttons that you can adjust, like the bass and the treble and all that. And then below that, he had, was a different machine, and that's where the tape deck was, where they had like the tape deck on one side and the other side. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's so you could record from one side, one tape to the other tape, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then at the very top, he had the record player, I believe, was up there. And then we had these ginormous speakers. I mean, you know, like just really big, ginormous speakers. We had a bunch of those, but I don't really know how to set all that stuff up. I never got to that point. So yeah, one of these days I kind of want to go to a thrift store and just kind of collect a bunch of old stereos and kind of put one together. Next. Has Shem commenting on Bee Gees to Love Somebody. Yeah, just didn't know yet that you love the 60s Bee Gees. You know, To Love Somebody, this one's good. It's grown on me. Yeah, I don't really like all of them. There's a few I was kind of like, I don't really like. I've stopped reactions for some of the old Bee Gees ones because I just didn't like the song at all. So, but I try to be honest with you guys. If I don't like a song, like, I kind of gotta say I just don't like the song, because if not, that's kind of lying. I don't know. I just can't. If I don't like something, I just not that they're bad. It's just I just don't really like it. Anyway, right? Next, Wilson Bedoya on The End of the World by Skeeter Davis. I heard this in the video game Fallout 4, and now it's on my playlist. You know, I really like it when you watch like a movie, or like in this case a video game or a cartoon or whatever it is, and like you hear this amazing song and you're like, what is that? And then you take out, you know, your phone with Shazam and you record it and it tells you what the song is, and you find out it's some oldie song that was like super famous before. I really love that. I like that. Next. Jim Pierce says, Jay, more reactions with your daughter. Hey, you know what? When she runs in here and I'm still recording, I don't even care. I just pick her up. That's just, if she wants to be in it, she can be in it. I don't really care. I just need her to be quiet so she doesn't make too much noise. If you happen to hear kids' music playing or kids' YouTube videos, that's because she's next to me doing that. So yeah, next. Yeah, that's that. That's that for questions for this one. If you guys have anything interesting, go ahead, put interesting comments, and I assume it'll probably make it to this. Yeah, maybe it'll make it. We'll see. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please sub to my channel. I'm almost to 5,000 subs, almost 5,000 people following me because I'm awesome. Thank you very much again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.